This one returnable by Speedy. Wow!
Back again in the ZoneCoverage.com studios. Luke Inman, my guy Sam Ekstrom are going position by position, breaking down our top 5 for the 2019 NFL Draft. As we like to say out at Canterbury, when it comes to linebackers, it's a 2-horse race.
Yeah, we're in the final furlong. Not sure which of these guys is going to get the head in front. I'd say Devin White has a slight lead, rounding the turn on Devin Bush, but the two Devins are going at it, and race announcer Paul Allen is having a lot of fun with the fact they have 2 first names that are the same.
No doubt, and again, both these horses did everything they could at the combine to explode out the gate. Both of them ran 4.5 40-yard dashes. Both of them ripped up the rest of the testing results. Devin Bush maybe slightly undersized, but I love his ability to get after the passer and fly around the field. This guy, again, you can have a lot of fun with, again, kind of doing some different things as a joker. Devin White, just clean, pristine, and crystal clean as far as a prospect goes. Great coverage score, according to PFF. A true 3-down linebacker in today's NFL. In a pass-happy league, when you're going to ask these guys to cover quick, shifty slot guys like a Cooper Kupp, and then a big, tall tight end like a Rob Gronkowski type, Devin White fits the bill, and somebody you'd feel really comfortable and confident throwing him out in those situations.
Yeah, he's just a little more well-rounded than Bush at this point. He had a tackling machine at LSU, sturdier against the run. You know, Devin Bush, I frame everything around a Vikings reference. You don't want to have a rich man's Eric Wilson, who is very good in coverage and not as good against the run. I think White might offer you more in that regard at this point. Not to say that couldn't change. Then I think there's a lot of positions where there's a big drop after the top 2. The drop here might be bigger than any other spot.
There is no bigger drop off, according to my tiers, than once you get past these 2 linebackers and back down to Mack Wilson. Now, even Mack Wilson, you might be able to throw into his own tier by himself. Ultra talented, a 5-star recruit, goes to Alabama, was very good, but never great. Never unlocked all his potential, never unlocked the athleticism and the big play machine that we thought we were going to get. Still, the talent's there, very young, still trying to become polished. If you get him under the right coach and the right system, Mack Wilson can be very good. I still think his talent alone suggests he should be a top 50 pick. And when teams miss out on these 2 horses, they're going to look for Mack Wilson and maybe even reach a little bit.
Yeah, Alabama's interesting because a lot of times these guys are super talented. They just don't get the chance to play, and when they do, they maybe only play 1 or 2 years. Then you've got a guy like Jermaine Pratt from NC State, who seems to have a whole bunch of prospects this year. Jermaine Pratt steadily improved just about every year and really peaked as a senior. 10 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. I like what he brought toward the end of his career. Not as high-end as Wilson, maybe not as naturally gifted, but has shown a nice linear improvement.
Well, and I'm never going to turn down the opportunity to get a Golden Gopher in our top 5. That's Blake Cashman. Undersized, doesn't have the length. That's the big red flag. The really only big concern teams are having with Cashman. The length is not there. Arm length specifically when we talk about that. But you want to talk about productive. You want to talk about a team leader. You want to talk about a guy who has the football IQ and loves the game of football as a former walk-on. Blake Cashman is your guy. And certainly after the combine is on a lot of radars because he showed some athleticism I don't think the rest of the country knew Blake Cashman had.
And the Gophers have actually translated their defensive players pretty well to the National Football League over the past few years. You know, you think about Hageman, Brian Body Calhoun. They've had some nice pieces go pro, and Cashman's the latest combine darling. And because of that combine, he's on both of our top 5s.
My last one, around out the top 5 again. Huge drop off, kind of a needle in a haystack. Pure personal preference. There's 2 Notre Dame linebackers. Drew Tranquill, who's much better at coverage. I'll take the more well-rounded Coney, who again is better at an all-around game, great tackling, solid in coverage. PFF's got him as a slightly higher grade. Coney's wrapping up my top 5. Again, though, when you think linebackers and you watch the 2019 draft class, remember 2 names, Devin White and Devin Bush. It's going to be neck and neck.
Make sure to check out all of our Zone Coverage rankings, top 5s across the board for every position, part of the Zone Coverage Draft Guide.